I'll now make no denigrating comments about anybody or anything. It's all love and joy now. Super Duper Joe. Hey. Okay, I hope I haven't heard from our board op yet. I have not heard from our board op yet.
Okay. I can confirm she's in the building.
Okay. I did not email interviews. I'm just going to play them here. And guess what we have tonight, Super Joe? Guess what we have tonight?
What do we have?
We have, are you ready for it?
I don't know if I am.
A Chido chat.
No.
Yes.
Whoa.
I got here a little late because of bus driving and roads and all of that. And Grant's like, wait, can you do this? I'm like, yeah. Okay.
You know how they say sometimes Christmas comes early? This is like 2 Christmases coming early. A Chido chat. Wow.
And we are plug it in. So hopefully that means no dropouts. Hello, she says.
Oh, good. Good, good.
All right. I have both interviews here, so you don't have to worry about that, and I am ready to go as soon as you are. Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
2 minutes. Thanks, Stacy. Someone's on the YouTube stream already.
We haven't had a Chido chat in forever.
That's right.
I mean, we enjoy our Grant chats, but it's like a throwback tonight.
Yeah, it is. Okay, in my earphones, things sound okay. Everything sound okay to you, Stacy? Okay. I am plugged into the Yanmar internet, so hopefully we shall have no cause for weeping and gnashing of teeth tonight, to put it in a biblical sense. Thank you. When's your next Hibbing broadcast? This weekend?
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday, you know, okay. Good evening and welcome to Yanmar Arena as we get set for hockey action. Boy, it's an old Iron Range Conference battle with two teams, both looking to be at the top of their respective sections, but it's no longer a section game.
No, we have single A against double A here with Hibbing visiting Grand Rapids here tonight. And I'll tell you what, if you haven't made it to Yanmar Arena tonight, you may just want to stay home and listen on the radio or watch on YouTube, because hardly a parking spot to be found unless you want to walk a little ways.
Yes, parking spots were at a premium. I imagine this will be a full house tonight, and there'll be some loud and proud Hibbing fans. They are looking, well, and we'll talk with Coach Jamnik in a few minutes here, but he's looking to make this a rivalry. He won't call it a rivalry yet because it's been a while since Hibbing's won.
Yeah, and now they're a very good hockey team. They were last year, making it to the state tournament, and they hope to continue that success here this season. They've had a great start to it. A little trip up on Saturday against Shakopee, but rivalries are made out of not just distance, but it's got to be really competitive, fun hockey. And hey, Grand Rapids Hibbing, let's do it again tonight.
Let's do it. This is the pregame show. We got the band here. Like we said, we're going to have a full house. We've got the snow, so it feels like Christmas and it feels like hockey.
It sure does. Sure does. Yeah, take it slow if you are on your way here to the arena or wherever you may be traveling tonight. Take it slow out there. Some slick spots as the snow continues to come down a bit.
We'll take our first break, and when we come back, it's Aaron Jamnik, head coach of the Hibbing Blue Jackets. Grand Rapids and Hibbing hockey coming up on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com. Two and a half minutes. Yeah, I said we're not going to have any dropouts, and just as we go to on air, I see it blip out. We'll keep an eye on it. I can go back to the hot spot. Welcome back to the pregame show on J105 with Aaron Jamnick, head coach of the Hibbing Blue Jackets. And I guess the first question that's on my mind, Coach, you come into this season with huge expectations. Is that harder than being a little underrated at the beginning?
I don't know. I think guys are hungry, and we had a good off season and had a good start to the year so far. But yeah, the guys are battling, and yeah, it's exciting.
What was it like to take down Hermantown in the section championship last year and kind of end, at least for a short time, that domination and get to state?
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great for the boys and for the team and community, and yeah, we worked hard for it, and yeah, they did a great job. Obviously, they had quite the rain in the section, and yeah.
And now everyone has those Hibbing Hermantown games circled this year, right?
Yeah, I mean the whole section's great, so I mean, yeah, you got to be ready every night.
So 5-1 start to the year. What has gone well? What have you been happy with here early in the season?
Yeah, overall we've scored a lot of goals so far. Our goalies played really well, Lamphere. Special teams has been good. We need to clean up a little bit in the defensive zone and transition, but overall we're pretty happy.
Talk a little bit about the Shakopee game, I think was your last game, which was the only loss. What did they do well, and what did you learn in that game?
Yeah, they got in our face, and they took advantage of a few transitions. They made some nice shots. They had a really good team, really good goalie. They defended well. It was hard to play against. Overall, I thought we played pretty good. Not, give it to them. They did enough to win, and they got the win.
Taking on Grand Rapids, it's obviously not a section meeting, but it is one of those, I guess it's an old style Iron Range rivalry here.
Yeah, they're a great program, obviously, and great coaching staff, great players. It's a great building. But yeah, it really hasn't been a rivalry. I don't think we've beat them in 15 years, so, we're always looking forward to this game, and hopefully we can get on the right side of that for first time in a long time.
Well, and is that what it takes to really make a rivalry, is to have both teams winning every now and then?
I think so. I mean, yeah, I believe it's been 15 years, so it's, they've kind of owned us for a long time, and, it's a lot of close games, but also, we haven't got a win in a long time, so we got to, this is a tough arena to play in, and we really got to dig deep and battle.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you for taking some time.
Thank you.
And that is head coach of the Hibbing Blue Jackets, Aaron Jamnick. He said 15 years. Our friend Blake Mortensen said 2012, which would make it 13 years.
Yes.
Is that what you have?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, and I trust you.
Yeah, either way, regardless, like you said, it is can be a tough arena to play in, and we're just getting ready to go. We got the band playing for the pregame here, and a humble guy, that Mr. Jamnick. He could have said, yeah, we knocked out Hermantown, gosh darn it, we took them out, but very humble, and yeah, I guess it is a rivalry, and they were just happy to get back to state. They're going to try to do it again this season. They've had probably tonight circled on the calendar as well.
I'm guessing so, because we're rolling maybe just a little bit later than sometimes, so we're just going to roll right into our Grand Rapids interview, which, as opposed to being Grand Clafton, we're going old school.
The Chido Chat?
The old Chido Chat. Wade Chido, who is now an assistant coach, was a head coach for a number of years here at Grand Rapids, did the pregame interview basically on Grand Clafton's request. Welcome back to the pregame show on J105 with Wade Chido, assistant coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, who's, you've done this a lot, but this time you didn't have any choice, right?
Yeah, I know. Grant gave me the nod and said, you got to do this, so I'm here.
And first talk a little about the weekend up in the Northwest. I know 1-1, but how did the team play?
Well, you know what, the first game, obviously against Rolls, our first period was a little flat. And they came out in the second, third, and they competed. And guess what? We got goals, and we ended up getting on the winning side of it. And it was nice to see the response, because it wasn't a good first period, and then obviously the game shifted, and we started getting guys at net and competing. And those are all things that we've been harping on. So it was fun to see that. The Warlord game, you know what? Honestly, we're just gonna look past it. It was not a great performance by our team. There was a few individuals that played hard and fast, but we got to compete, and that's been our message since that night. Is our MO has got to compete, and we got to figure that part out.
Well, and with the Roseau game, or the Warroad game rather, you were able to come back from that early deficit, tie it, but then looked like it just kind of went flat after that.
Well, we had about a 10-minute span in the second where Seth Carlson was burning, and he playing really good hockey. Honestly, in my eyes, I thought it was one of his best games he's played in high school hockey so far in Grand Rapids. He was all over the ice. He was making plays. He had intensity. So he kind of carried us through that, and then we got a couple penalties, and we had a mistake on our penalty kill, and they buried it, and before you know it, it was 3-1, and then after that, the compete kind of went away, honestly, and that's been our message. We have to compete. We can't worry about all the X's and O's at this point. We got to get back to playing 3 hard-nosed periods and making it tough on the other team.
And now you get 3 games in a row at home. You've only had 1 home game so far, but you got quality teams coming in this week.
Oh, it's great. You know, that's what you want. You want to see where you're at. You want to keep building for the end of the year. I know Coach says this all the time, and these are scrimmages to prepare us for the stretch run. That's playoffs and getting us mentally ready and physically ready for the tempo and the pace of the game.
Hibbing tonight, is there a little more, juice to this game with Hibbing where they're at right now, kind of at the top of single A, and probably the team closest in proximity that's a quality team?
Well, yeah, they're good, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a packed house tonight, and they better be ready. At the end of the day, this is what it's about, Iron Range hockey, big rival, and we're close in proximity, like you said, and they got a good team. We have a good team. It's going to be a fun battle.
Well, and last year you were able to get the better of them in Hibbing. I'm sure they had a young team then. A lot of guys are ready to turn the tables on that result.
Well, yeah, absolutely. These kids remember everything, and they're probably buddies with half the guys on the team, and they play in the fall together and all the other things that they do outside of the high school season, and it'll be a good matchup, and it'll be fun.
As I look up on the board, I see a few injuries, including one to a key defenseman. Who's going to get some extra ice time with the injuries you got going now?
Well, I'll leave that up to Wags. He runs the D, but yeah, he's been out. He was out last weekend too. So some of the guys stepped up and had to play a little bit more minutes, and they did fine. You know what? It's good conditioning piece, and we'll be fine.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach, and we're looking forward to the next 3 games.
Thank you.
And that is former head coach and assistant coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, Wade Chido, on the Chido Chat. And we'll maybe comment about that a little more as we go along, but it is time for starting lineups, brought to you by Skoglund Electric. For all your electrical contracting needs, residential, commercial, and industrial, it is Skoglund Electric, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Athletics. First for the Hibbing Blue Jackets, they are the visitors in the navy blue, with Hibbing diagonally across the front. Up front, Blake Ricio, number 13, he's a senior. Hunter Gustafson on the left side, number 18, a senior. And Landon Crumpetedge, a senior, number 24. On the right side, Captain Ethan Sunval on defense, as well as sophomore Whitaker Rewards and Gavin Lamphere in net. He has started every game, a 2.47 goals against average for Mr. Lamphere. For the Thunderhawks, they start senior Grant Olson in net. Defenseman will be Shermone, number 5. He's a senior, goal to assist. Alex Salisbury, senior captain on the other side. And up front, it'll be Seth Carlson, number 6, 2 goals to assist. Centering Nathan Garski and Ander Ryla with 3 goals and 3 assists. And those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Skoglund Electric.
Yeah, it's always interesting when a team has kind of a bummer of a game. Do you analyze it? Do you toss it out? According to Mr. Chido, they're going to pretty much toss it out and move on to tonight.
We will take a break. You're listening to Thunderhawk in Hibbing Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com. Three minutes, please. And for our YouTube audience, it is Audrey Scoutis, senior here at Grand Rapids High School. Perfect, thank you. Thank you. And we are back at Yanmar Arena, just about set for Hibbing and Grand Rapids. Super Joe, you were at the Warroad game, called that for J105. I heard some of it. And Coach Chido, Assistant Coach Chido, felt the team just kind of went flat after they tied it.
Yeah, I think so. It was a so-so first period. Grand Rapids falls behind. They get one in the second, a little bit of momentum. As he said, some great energy from Seth Carlson, a couple of great drives to the net, but after Warroad took the lead back, it kind of took the wind out of the sails. Grand Rapids couldn't quite recover.
So here we go, and the Hibbing Blue Jackets at 5-1, and we are happy to be your home for Hibbing Blue Jacket hockey. Our next Hibbing broadcast will be Saturday against Totino Grace. That'll be over on 96.9 KMFY.
Yeah, it's been fun having some Blue Jacket games on this season, and plenty more to come.
As off the face-off, puck shot into the Grand Rapids zone. Now it rebounds out to center ice, and back to get it are the Blue Jackets. Fanning on the pass initially, now getting it out to center, comes back in offside as the puck bounces around, pinballs at center ice a few times, and the Thunderhawks finally flip it in deep. Going back to get it is Rewerts reverses it to the far side. Here's Riccio out to center, trying to stop it. There was Salisbury. He's successful off the boards. Gets it to Ryla. Great job of picking it up. Ryla shoots it just high and wide. Wow, what a job of taking that knee high off the boards and putting it right on his stick.
And then a hard hit at the blue line as Verche goes tumbling, but he pops right back up. Great energy to start.
Puck now in the Grand Rapids zone as they go behind. This is a high-flying team. 5.67 goals per game for this Hibbing Blue Jacket team through 6 games.
And giving up less than 3.
Puck deep in the Grand Rapids zone as they fight for it in the corner. Taking a push on it there is Hildebrand. Hibbing still down low as Simons pins his man to the boards. And now picking it up is Duell. Duell, nice pass ahead. Miskovich will chase it into the zone. Miskovich goes in hard as the two 21s go after it. And out come the Blue Jackets, but the pass too far ahead, and we'll have an icing call. No score, just underway on the Motor Shop scoreboard here on J105.
And not just great energy on the ice, but great energy in the stands as well. Not many empty seats. Hibbing student section and cheerleaders right below us. The students were getting extra rowdy right after the national anthem. Grand Rapids student section on the other side.
Face-off fought for, still loose in the dot, as picking it up is Larson. Larson shoots it around behind the net, but Hildebrand will put it up to center ice. Verche turns, shoots it in, delayed offside, and coming out to center ice, and a shot goes over the net from Bengali, and it goes into the netting behind Grant Olson. Grant Olson getting his third start, 1-0-1 on the season.
And Thunderhawk Hockey is brought to you by Atchison Tire, Cushel and Chandler Insurance Agency, also by Sammy's Pizza of Grand Rapids. Hey, there's a Sammy's in Hibbing as well.
There
Grand
is.
Rapids Chevrolet GMC, Northland Portables, and Ray Sport Marine.
Face-off will come out to center ice, and a little bit of room for Miskovich. Miskovich, top of the circle, shot right on, rebound. Cruising for that was Duell, goes over his stick. Comes back in on Lamphere, he'll clear it into the corner. Fight for it deep in the corner, and out to center ice comes Gabardi. Gabardi, long shot in, goes off the wall. Shermone picks it up. Shermone turns in his own zone, and the long pass too far. Shot in, delayed offside, but the Thunderhawks quickly clear and go after it. Ethan Larson takes his man out behind the net, but Hibbing able to get it out to center. Cross ice pass is intercepted for a moment, but now it comes into the Grand Rapids zone. Thunderhawks get it out to center. Larson after it, but back first is Strukel. Strukel moves it to Riccio. Riccio backhands it deep into the Grand Rapids zone. Back to get it is Salisbury. Salisbury backhands it, gets past Strukel, and out. They say no icing. Strukel did his best to sandbag that, but now out front. Oh, great chance for Garski. Can't get the shot out as Strukel able to block it. Back to the point. Shot goes over the net from Simons. Ryla keeps it in. Garski tries to go out front with it. He has 6 assists on the season as Salisbury's shot goes wide of the net and behind the Hibbing net. Back to the point. Comes to Salisbury. Salisbury looking for room. Tipped wide by Garski. Now Carlson tries to get it out front. Comes back to the point. Kept in. Boy, just barely by Simons. Puck tipped right on net. Oh, nifty tip there by Garski, and Lamphere had to be careful. It wasn't moving fast, but it changed directions late.
Yeah, let me back up. That offensive surge really started by a terrific forecheck by Owen Castendick, forcing the turnover, and then Grand Rapids goes to work with multiple opportunities at the net, and then a mini scrum right afterwards as the intensity is at a high here early on.
Thunderhawks will keep the Seth Carlson line out. Face off to the right of Gavin Lamphere. Face off goes into the corner, cleared behind the net by Sunval. Puck stopped at the point. Verche shot. Oh, nice blocker save by Lamphere, and that will go into the crowd. Sneaking in there was Verche. Got the nice shot off. That was a great pinch in at the point.
It was, and a couple of the Blue Jackets were already going toward the Rapids end and realized, oh shoot, Rapids kept the puck in, and a good amount of room there for Verche on the shot.
Face off this time to the left of Lamphere. Be taken by Garski, but it's won by the Blue Jackets. Out to center ice, and now here's a 2-on-1. Shot saved by Olsen. That's his first test so far. Shots on goal are 5-1 Grand Rapids. That was a good chance there by the Blue Jackets in close. Now here's a partial breakaway. Coming in, shot goes over the net on the glove side of Olsen. Boy, they're running stretch now, aren't they? As the Thunderhawks break this one up, Carlson gets it to Duell. Duell, a little bit of room, comes in, tucks it in and scores! Jamison Duell on the rush, taps it in. And the Thunderhawks have a 1-0 lead. For Duell, that is his second of the year.
Duell drives in with just a huge burst of speed. I love to say, well, this isn't tight defensive hockey tonight, Sheldon. Couldn't even get the line out because Duell was going so fast up the wing. Goes to the backhand and then pulls it back to the forehand and gets it past the netminder for a 1-0 lead.
Basically just outweighted Lamphere as he cut across, was able to hold the puck back on the forehand as Duell cuts in front again off the face-off. So the Thunderhawks a 1-0 lead on the Motor Shop scoreboard. And they have dominated the early going. Thunderhawks did win the JV game as well by a score of 2-1. Into the Grand Rapids zone comes Gabardi. Gabardi puts it behind the net. Now out to center ice comes Clayton. Dylan Clayton gets it into the zone, but no farther. Back out to center ice come the Blue Jackets. They'll flip it in deep. Simons Off the boards, gets it out to center. Thunderhawks, a little bit of room, couldn't quite get it to Larson. Ethan Larson now has it for Harklaw. Now Larson tries to center it. He's looking for Castendick. Castendick basically taking Lampa's spot on this third line. Lampa's injured right now.
Yeah, he left the game early against Warroad on Saturday. Been impressed with Castendick early on. Had that great forecheck earlier in the period here, and just some great speed that Castendick has showed in this contest.
Icing call on the Hibbing Blue Jackets. Shots right now are 6-1 Grand Rapids and a 1-0 Grand Rapids lead on the duel goal. Were you able to get the assists?
Yep, just one assist on that goal, and it goes to Dylan Clayton. So it's duel from Clayton at 4:42.
Harklaw wins the draw for the Thunderhawks. Shermone tucks it in behind. Harklaw goes behind the net, goes out front. Speaking of Castendick, there's a shot from Castendick right at didn't get all of it, but he was right in the perfect spot in that dirty area right on top of the crease.
And then he takes a little shot in the back on his way out of the crease area and then gives one right back as he's skating away.
Well, that's why they do call it a dirty area.
They do.
Larson taps it up the boards but can't get it back to the point, so Riccio picks it up for Hibbing. He goes far side for Krumpetich. Krumpetich behind the net. Thunderhawks try to get it out to center. Can't do it initially as the puck goes deep in the zone. Back to the point, kept in by the Blue Jackets out front. And a shot gets through, and that's poked aside with the stick of Grant Olson. And now the puck gets past the defenseman Swanson and out to center ice. Back in, shot. That's off the glove of Olson. Another shot right on, and Olson down in the butterfly to stop that one, and he'll hold it for a face-off. Little flurry by Hibbing.
And good defense by Grand Rapids, holding down the fort early on. And Thunderhawk Hockey is brought to you by Mr. Furnace, Benders, Yeti Earthworks, Woodland Bank, S&S Meats, M&H Gas, and Super One Foods.
Face-off fought for. It's picked up by the Blue Jackets as they fight for it now in the corner. Blue Jackets trying to come out in front, and Olson holds the post against Ben Golly, who made a nifty move to get in tight. Thunderhawks now get it out to center. Chasing it is Ryla. He's after it along with Rewerts. Rewerts wins that battle, but the Thunderhawks able to hold it in. Coming to the near side, Vessel up to the point, kept in by the Thunderhawks. Ryla goes behind the net, can't pick it up. Comes to the half wall. Unable to keep it in was Carlson. And here comes Hibbing through center ice. Out front, shot. Oh, what a save by Olson as he gets across and robs the Blue Jackets. Highway robbery there.
Is it too early to give the M&H save of the game?
I was thinking of that. That is, I'll just tell you, that is by far the best save I've seen Grant Olson make this year.
We're just over 7.5 minutes in. But
well, we'll give him the first one. We can always give him another one later.
Yes.
Save of the game brought to you by M&H Convenience Store. When you're on the run looking for a quick and healthy snack or drink, M&H Convenience Store is the place to stop, and you can save 10 cents a gallon when you pay inside. Wow. Centering pass and a one-timer from right on the edge of the crease, and Olson gets across, cuts down the lower part of the net, and robs the Hibbing forward. I didn't catch who it was, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but
just a huge early save from Grant Olson.
I think the trigger on that was Ben Golly, who had the pass, but I'm not sure who had the shot.
Yeah, Grant Olson's initials are GO, and it's go time for him tonight.
Ooh, nice. Face-off just outside the Grand Rapids blue line after the offside as Dylan Vessel can't move it ahead. Thunderhawks will get it into the zone. Miskovich after it. Miskovich puts on the brakes. Thunderhawks back to the point to Shermone. Shermone goes far side for Verche. That shot gets caught up in traffic and finally trickles through to Lamphere, who holds it for the face-off. 8:57 to go first period and a 1-0 Grand Rapids lead.
Both teams protecting their goalies early on. Several little mini scrums and wyatas right around the net. So I expect that to continue as we move along.
for Hibbing. They love to play a little racehorse hockey, don't they? They are squirting people out of the zone, stretching, and going fast. Ethan Larson fights for it down low. Picked up by Castendig. Castendig taken down. Thunderhawk faithful wanted a penalty, and are they going to get one? There's a hooking call coming. Yes, it is. I didn't see the arm go up initially, but Mr. Blake Riccio is going for a hooking call, and that will bring us a Grooms Property Services power play. They specialize in lawn care, landscaping, lot cleaning, shoreline tree removal, and most importantly, snow removal.
You got it.
Thunderhawks 8.3% or 10% on the power play against an 83% penalty kill for Hibbing. Here's Salisbury. Salisbury gets it to Duell. Duell, goal scorer for the Thunderhawks. Top of the circle. Oh, that hurt. That hit Sunval, and Sunval's still gimpy as he gets up. That hit him right on the outside of the ankle.
And that whistle couldn't have come soon enough for Sunval as he hobbles off in a good deal of pain to the bench.
As long as he doesn't take the skate off, he can probably finish the game.
Yeah.
That's gonna leave a mark.
And the bench always seems a lot farther away when you're trying to get to it after something like that.
Back to the point, as fanning on it for a moment was Carlson, who's on the point right now. Puck down low. Garski leaves it for Ryla. Back to the point to Shermone. Now Carlson. Carlson back to Shermone. Shermone's shot. That's turned aside by Lamphere, who was able to get a look at it through traffic. Now here's Carlson. Carlson back to the point. Shermone to Carlson. Carlson, had it in his skates, tried to sweep it back to Shermone and ends up out of the zone. Now here comes Carlson. Carlson puts on the brakes to Shermone. Shermone, woo, little fan. Now Ryla, his shot doesn't get through, hits the stick and goes wide. Ryla at the half wall. Now Garski puts it down low. After there is Clayton. Clayton to Garski. Ryla tries to get it back to the point. Instead, it goes down low. Now back to the point. Shermone to Carlson. Pass tipped as it goes across, looking for Ryla. Thunderhawks have had the zone almost the entire power play, but haven't gotten a lot to show for it yet. Now Garski back to Shermone. One-timer goes just high and wide. Now Clayton tries to get it out front. That doesn't connect. And the puck shot down the ice with just 12 seconds left. Thunderhawks with a lot of perimeter time in the zone on that power play.
Yeah, some good pressure, not a ton of shots.
Now here's a chance. Coming in, Castendick. Backhand saved by Lamphere. Right at the end of that power play. Now the Thunderhawks again, the centering pass, and that doesn't connect. And here come the Blue Jackets jumping through neutral ice with 3. Get it down deep in the Grand Rapids zone. Now here's Swanson, Cole Swanson. Out front, that shot hits a skate. I don't believe it got to Olsen. Thunderhawks off the glass. Back to get it now is McDonald, Mason McDonald. Puts it out to center, and Duell gives Cole Swanson a little ride into the boards. Free of charge, no ticket needed. And now Hibbing reworks in his own zone. He'll tap it ahead. Now putting it into the Grand Rapids zone is Tate Swanson. Tate Swanson, leading point getter for the Blue Jackets. Tap behind the Grand Rapids net. Back to the point. Shot that hits the skate of Miskovich and goes wide. Duell, maybe he liked contact. He played football.
Sure, absolutely.
He's laid at least 2 nice body checks this shift. And he's the goal scorer. Thunderhawks out to center ice. Salisbury gains the red line, shoots it in deep as the Thunderhawks make changes. Miskovich sweeps in behind the net, waiting for help as he goes behind the net. Now McDonald moves it up the near side. Thunderhawks flip it toward the net, goes into the corner. Now Carlson leaves it there. Oh, what a sweet move by Ryla. Lift the stick, get the puck all in one motion. Now here's McDonald. McDonald taps it for Rewerts behind the net as Hibbing tries to get organized. Tap it out to center. Ryla moves it back ahead. Thunderhawks after it. Going after it is Garski. Garski to Carlson. And shot by Ryla off the Carlson pass. And that's gloved by Lamphere, and he'll hold for the face-off.
Trying to go top shelf, and a glove save there by the Hibbing netminder. Again, some good pressure put on by the Thunderhawks. Entertaining hockey early on here at Yanmar Arena. Some good strength by Garski on the far side there, as you can tell he's one of the leaders of this team.
1-0 Grand Rapids on the Motor Shop scoreboard. Puck comes out to center ice. Back to get it is Shermone. Shermone puts it behind the net. Now return pass goes awry, and a shot from Ethan Sunball is right in on Olsen, and he'll make the save. Motor Shop brings you the scoreboard. And if your snowblower isn't running, it may be a problem for you tomorrow morning, but no problem for the Motor Shop. They could get it running for you. Highway 169 East, Grand Rapids.
And you know it's extra difficult when your snowblower is running. It can be hard to catch it, especially in the snow. Back to you, Sheldon.
Very true. Very true. Thunderhawks win the draw. And they come out with speed through center. Pass to Miskovich. Nice job stopping that by Ethan Sunball as the puck back in the Hibbing zone. Grand Rapids banks it out to center ice. Back to get it is Gustafson. Moves it to the open wing. Verche picks it up. Verche gains the red line. He'll just feather it in deep. And Hibbing comes right back out to center with some speed. Here's Riccio. Riccio's shot hits the stick and goes out of play.
Nice deflection by Verche on defense for the Thunderhawks. Just over 3.5 to go here in the first.
So Thunderhawks, I believe they were up in shots 7-1, and now it's 11-8. So Hibbing has certainly made a push after Grand Rapids got that first goal. Ryla off the glass, gets it out to center. Blue Jackets unable to keep it in. Now Garski. Garski looking in front for Ryla. Ryla turns, gets it out front. Thunderhawks can't get a shot off, and Hibbing clears to center ice. Salisbury works into the corner against Bengali.
Nice work by Salisbury. He noticed, I might not win the race to the puck here, so I'm going to play the body and take him into the boards.
Ryla backhands the puck ahead. Thunderhawks will get it in. Carlson. Now a backhand by Garski right on. Puck still loose in the crease. And now cleared up by Dylan Vessel out to center ice. Golly off the boards. Thunderhawks stop that at the blue line. Duell, a little one nifty move, but now he loses the puck. And Golly, long shot goes wide of the net and in behind the Grand Rapids net. And Miskovich tries to pick it up. He's working there against Tate Swanson. Puck comes into the Hibbing zone. Cleared up the boards. Oh, beautiful job of pitching the boards by Dylan Clayton. Now Duell puts on the brakes behind the net. Both players go down there in the collision. Back to the point. Shot right on. Oh, Duell's going to pay for that. Duell took a good push at Lamphere after Lamphere had caught the puck, and he was tackled then by Ethan Sunball, the Hibbing captain.
And then Lamphere throwing a couple shots back at Duell.
Yeah, yep. And I think we're going to get coincidental roughings here. Being a little bit of an instigator there, Mr. Duell.
A little bit.
That's hockey. And you do that, and you know you're going to have to pay the price. But, you're trying to get the goaltender off his game a little bit. Take that little extra shove. We'll see if anyone gets an extra 2 out of this.
And just kind of a reminder or heads up, hey, I'm going to be in this crease the rest of the evening.
Yep.
Get used to me.
Yeah. As Referees are talking to both benches.
Grand Rapids coaching staff put a lot of emphasis on playing hard, competing, going
Playing
hard
with
to
some
the net,
jam,
with
yep.
some jam, and we've seen lots of jam early on here.
And
we're
I would
not
say Duell's
yeah.
maybe gotten the message.
I think so, absolutely.
So it's just coincidentals. Nothing's up on the board. And I bet Coach Jamnik is probably less than thrilled about that outcome. He probably wanted a goaltender interference and then coincidental minors.
But we'll play 5-on-5 nonetheless.
That we will. Referee's never wrong. As the puck out to center ice, Ryla flips it back in. Lamphere will leave it there for his defenseman. And a turnover shot, goal! Garski puts Grand Rapids up 2-0. Boy, was that bang bang. Turnover out in front to Garski all alone, who put it home.
A beautiful sent pass by the Thunderhawks, setting Garski up, who had a ton of net to shoot at, and he makes no doubt about it, putting it past the netminder, and it's 2-0 Grand Rapids.
So Nathan Garski, his second goal of the season. He is the leading point getter. He has 6 assists. Now the Thunderhawks through center ice. Stay on side, shot right on, and Lamphere makes the save. And I would say Lamphere's just a little bit spooked right now. So maybe have to give Duell a little credit.
Oh yeah, you get in a goalie's kitchen and they don't really care for it because that's their area, that's their crease. And that goal is going to read Nathan Garski from Andarila and Verche at 15-13 of the first.
So I'm going to say it must have been Verche that got the stop in the zone, fed it to Ryla as a shot. Oh, that almost fooled Lamphere.
That got dangerous in a hurry.
Thunderhawks right now winning puck battles as Clayton gets it back to Salisbury. His shot is blocked at the defense. Now Vessel moves it ahead for Krumpetich. Krumpetich can't get it out initially. Now he will. Thunderhawks shoot it back in. Maybe. So Kastendick is the third liner who gets put up to this second line with Duell at the penalty box.
Right.
The coaching staff saw the same thing you did. As we have a whistle and an offside, I believe.
I'm going to give you a comparison here. Kastendick with some good height on him reminds me of Nick Corbett, former Grand Rapids hockey player.
There you go.
Current Grand Rapids soccer coach. Yep.
He needs a little bit of heft yet to match what I know of Nick Corbett's now, but Nick might have been that build in high school.
Boys soccer with a great season, making the section title game.
Yeah, and girls soccer making it to the state tournament for the first time ever. Under a minute to go, 30 seconds to go here, and a 2-0 Grand Rapids lead on the Motor Shop scoreboard. Carlson runs over his man, but the puck still comes out to center.
If Rapids could have taken possession of that, they may have had a 3 on pretty much none right in front of the net.
Quick shot in, and Lamphere turns that away with the pad as the puck comes. Time for one more rush by the Blue Jackets. Galley comes into the Grand Rapids zone and puts it towards Olsen, who calmly scoops it up with 3.8 seconds left. Thunderhawks, I think, doing everything coach wanted here in this first period.
Yeah, doing a lot better, competing, being intense than they were for most of the game on Saturday against War Road. So keep doing this for a couple more periods, and Thunderhawks should be in pretty good shape.
And this team should be every bit the equal of War Road. They should be very similar teams in a lot of ways. The Hibbing team. Thunderhawks win the draw. That'll do it for the period as the puck tied up in the corner. And the buzzer sounds. Period number 1 in the books. Thunderhawks with a great one so far as they lead Hibbing 2-0 after a period. You're listening to Thunderhawk and Blue Jacket Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com. 2.5. Did we have any dropouts at all that period? I didn't see any, but. They look good. They're winning. So, I always say we make sports way more complicated than it needs to be. Football, you line up and you knock the guy across from you back in his can, you're going to win the game. Hockey, you win the 50-50 battles for the puck, you're going to win the game. That's what Rapids did that period. Baseball, you don't make outs, you win the game. It's not complicated.
It's just simple. You do that, you'll win the game.
How are ya? See ya. I saw you on TV. How are ya?
Soccer, I have no idea.
I'm going to go with 50-50 on the ball.
Yeah.
I was throwing that. I have no idea.
That surprise you a little bit, though?
They don't look as fast as they did on Saturday. They look a little flat.
Hibbing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But Rabbits looks a lot better. I think Rabbits flying around too.
This group, I keep waiting for them to bring. Jamnik wants them to go.
Right?
But they've never been great on their own zone coverage. They give stuff up on the backside.
Yeah, they do.
All righty. Back at Yanmar Arena, the band is rocking the house, and so far the Thunderhawks are rocking the house as well, as they have a 2-0 lead and an 18-9 shot advantage. Super Joe, I don't know that a lot of people in the Northland expected a dominating period like that for the Thunderhawks.
No, and they've nearly reached their 2-period total that they had against Warroad on Saturday.
For shots.
Yeah, exactly, already here in the first period, so that's a great sign. Hibbing, Chisholm, similar to Warroad, a single-A team that most think are going to be there toward the end of the season in their respective sections in Class A. So early going here after a period, pretty good indication that Grand Rapids more on their game tonight than they were Saturday afternoon.
And I was just chatting while we were on break a little bit with Marcus. You know, sometimes we make sports so complicated, and it's not that complicated. Grand Rapids is winning the 50-50 battles for the puck, and that's why they're ahead.
Yeah, and that wasn't really the case on Saturday. It's, you know, you could compare it to some other sports as well. Even we were talking a little bit of soccer. You win the battles to get the ball, and you're probably going to have more chances in soccer. And similar here in hockey.
And both chances, one chance on the rush for Duell that he buried on the partial breakaway, and then a turnover that set Garski up all alone. He could have had coffee before he took the shot, picked his spot, and made no doubt about it.
Yeah, I think he also made his Christmas shopping list as well in that time. And a little preview for our between period summary for the scoring. We have a change on one of the assists for Grand Rapids.
Okay,
stay tuned.
We'll get to that. What a tease you are. We'll take a break, come back with our Greater Insurance Service between period summary. You're listening to Thunder Rock Hockey and Hibbing Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com. Another 2.5, please.
Every time I looked, I didn't understand it. The change was second assist to Carlson instead of Verche
Okay.
on that second one.
And you know how that change was accomplished? Marv rewound our YouTube and looked at it.
That's right.
That's how he does that.
That's right.
Well, we updated the computer. I don't know if that messes with stuff too.
What is it not?
No, he's just not able to manipulate the stuff like he was before. He was able to move the graphics and stuff around,
Okay.
and now it's.
Now it's big in the middle.
They don't
My
wanna move
wife
it
texts me, she says, "Can you get rid of that SNS feed?" I'm like, "No."
all. Not yet. Not yet.
When the hockey game's going on, you'll get rid of it. For all of our YouTube people, you don't have to look at that while the hockey game's going on.
While the hockey game going, we watching it.
And that's good because there'd be a deer in the way on the ice.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right. That's right. He'd be like a deer in the headlights. You affect me wrongly.
I'm sorry.
I want to try to get another 2.5, so let's fly here. Back at Yanmar Arena between periods 1 and 2, a 2-0 Grand Rapids leader between periods summary. Brought to you by Greater Insurance Service of Grand Rapids. They team up with top insurance carriers to bring you the best protection possible. Trusted coverage, local support, right here in Thunderhawk Country, across from El Potro, are next to Northview Bank. Take it away, Joe.
Grand Rapids getting the party start at the 4:42 mark. An excellent drive to the net from Jamison Duell. Goes forehand, backhand, back to the forehand, and he puts it in the net. And the assist to Dylan Clayton. 1-0 Grand Rapids. They made it 2-0 at the 15-13 mark on a great goal from Nathan Garski. Centering pass from Ryala. And the change in the scoring here was on the second assist. Changes from Verche to Carlson, to Clayton. Let's double check that. Seth Carlson, yes, on that second assist. And it is 2-0 Grand Rapids. Shots on goal, 18-9 Thunderhawks.
And they lead 2-0 over the Hibbing Blue Jackets after one period of play. So we will take one more break. And when we come back, it's second period action. Thunderhawks and the Blue Jackets on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Decline goal hit, huh? Davis picked off. Alabama's got somebody got gifted.
They still got a lot. I mean, it's like every year.
Let's go with another 2.5. We're just right on the edge for that, but so here, talk to me. I know Merritt's listening on YouTube. We're here on break.
Oh, is he?
You say Alabama got gifted. Miami got gifted there, Jason. I know you're a big Miami guy, but holy cow. That'll get you. I know that'll get Jason going, but
There's some teams that I don't know.
but in fairness, while Jason melts down, Miami beat him. I know, first game of the season, so that's what happened. Yeah, what a great Big Ten final. Wow, was that a game. Surprised me. I really thought Ohio State by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, really?
Before the game, yeah. and so did most of the announcers.